Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mrs. Smith 88. So today I have my September 2020 home fragrance empties. This is all wax melts as well as candles. So September was a big month for me. This is my month of transition where I get to start burning my fall scents, and I have to say I have fully embraced fall. I have loved and enjoyed this month so much by having the change in scents. I know this sounds weird, but you know what? One of my favorite things is every day when I get up for work at 7:20 in the morning, I have to light my candles and change my tart warmers. That's how I like to start my day. I work from home. I work remotely right now for the Department of Labor. So I love the ambiance. It just sets my mood for the day by lighting my candles and being able to smell them permeating through the house. So another thing I wanted to mention to you guys before I start showing you guys what I went through for the month is I want to know, let me know below, if you guys want me to start doing another monthly video series that is fragrance related, where it's essentially like my Project Burn, where I go ahead and I pick out a select number of candles from my collection and tell you that my goal is to use those said candles. Now, typically I burn through 12 or more candles a month. What I'm thinking of is doing like maybe 6 that I pick out for you guys and 6 melts that I want to use up. That way, it still leaves room for me to try new fragrances that come out throughout the month that I purchase, and it still leaves an element of surprise when it comes to my monthly empties, because yes, you guys will get to see the ones that I potentially want to use up, and then you guys will get to see the wild cards as well. So if you guys want me to start a series like that monthly, definitely let me know. So let's jump in and get started and see what I used up for this month. So I'm just going to grab stuff randomly. This is a Yankee Candle wax smell, and I believe I got these really cheap. I think Yankee Candle clearance them out to $2. This is in Seaside Woods. Now, when I smelled this on cold throw, I really liked it. It had like a masculine, manly cologne scent. Melting it, it still had a manly, masculine scent, but I definitely feel like the sandalwood came out really strong, made it very warm smelling. I am not the hugest fan of like those warm, manly scents, if that makes sense. So I do have more of these that I will be using up, but would I repurchase this? No, it's just not my jam. So since I mentioned jam, I might as well grab this one. This is Sensational's Blackberry Jam, and I picked this up back when Myers had their anniversary sale last year. And I do believe that they ran these on sale for like 79 cents or 89 cents. It was super cheap. And I mean, I bought so many. I think I bought over like 40 wax melts. It was pretty ridiculous. I even have a YouTuber that watches me on the regular. Well, I guess I would say subscriber, because I don't believe she makes the videos. She's over in the United Kingdom, so if you're watching this, Fiona, hello. She actually had me pick her up some of these, and I sent some to her as well, so she has been enjoying them as well. But Blackberry Jam, beautiful, and just like its namesake, gorgeous blackberry jam scent. And this is strong. This is super, super strong. And I melted this to go along with a candle in my bedroom. Typically, I don't do fruity scents in the bedroom, but I needed something that would complement this candle. So this is Our Own Candle Company in Black Raspberry Vanilla. So I thought, you know what, I don't have no black raspberry vanilla scents. I know Scentsy makes a bar. I need to order some. Need to add it to my subscription. But I had Blackberry Jam, so I paired that with this. And I mean, it needed something paired with it. Usually, I've had candles in the past from Our Own Candle Company. They're really potent and really strong, but this one really just didn't tick the boxes for me. This one definitely needed the help of wax melts going in the same room because it just really wasn't that strong. Here is a Scentsy bar. Speaking of Scentsy, you guys know that I will always be transparent with you guys. I will always be honest with you. I'm not looking to hide anything from you just because I am a Scentsy representative. I didn't like this. I absolutely hated the Jelly Belly green apple. My daughter enjoyed it. She liked it. I think that it personally smelled really on the waxy side of things. I don't think that it was a pleasant green apple smell. So I was really, really happy to finish this up because I didn't like it. I was just happy to get it gone, happy to get it out of my collection and have space for other things. Now, not to give Scentsy a bad rap, they do have scents that are absolutely phenomenal and that kind of stuff, but it's one of those things where it comes down to personal preference. You have to find something that really suits you. So something that I absolutely love and adore, and sadly it is discontinued, is the Disney Aladdin, and this one is in a whole new world. This is a beautiful, fresh scent. I love this for the bedroom. I love fresh scents for the bedroom. Does have some floral tones in there that complements it, but definitely pulls more fresh. And this is beautiful. Like, this would be beautiful year-round in a bathroom, a laundry room, a bedroom. And if those scents are your jam, anywhere in your house, you do you. So Aladdin was amazing. So I do hope that this bar comes back. That way I can add it to my Scentsy subscription. Here is another candle. This one was burnt in the bedroom, and this is Bath & Body Works Graphite. And I love manly masculine scents. I love mahogany teak wood. This one, the scent description in it is sage, bergamot spice, and leather woods. Now, I think that leather scent might come out a little bit on the predominant side because I really was not crazy about this scent at all. I would not repurchase it. I do buy these small candles when they do like the $4.95 small candle sale. I feel like you get a really good burn time for these candles being $5. Here is another melt, and this is one of the Yankee Centerpiece cups. Now, I have, for the most part, gotten rid of my centerpiece warmers. I do like that they have timers on them, but I like how decorative the Scentsy warmers are. I have some other brand warmers throughout the house and so forth, but what I did do is I did keep my Centerpiece Easy Melt cups, and I ended up cutting this into quarters and using it 4 times. This one is sugared cinnamon apples. I have to be careful with cinnamon scents because sometimes if the cinnamon is too predominant, I do break out in hives on my face. This one had the perfect balance, just a pinch of cinnamon and a very heavily sugared apples. It kind of reminded me of like cooked apples on the stovetop where you put like cinnamon and sugar and you just simmer your apples, almost like a pie filling, I guess you would say. Sticking with melts again, this is another Sensationals that I picked up during the Myers anniversary sale. This is in Butter Rum Mocha, and oh my goodness. So I get the slightest hint of coffee, not a very super strong coffee, but I get a heavy like butterscotchy smell to it, almost like a caramel. This is super strong, super pungent, and it is stunning for fall. If you can get your hands on this, I definitely would do so. Now, I would be careful if you are using a warmer with a lighter colored dish. This will potentially stain your warmer. You will have to wash your warmer dishes because it will leave color residue behind. Here is another candle. Let's go ahead and grab it out of here. This is one of the Mercury glass candles from Aldi, and it looks like it has one of my hairs stuck down in there, which is kind of gross. So we're going to turn it to the side here so you don't see that grossness. Okay, so Mercury glass pumpkin from Aldi. This is from last year, so they brought them back again this year. I skipped them this year because, let's face it, go ahead, take a quick look. That did not burn good at all. This is the apple pie scent. These do not burn good at all for 2 wick candles. They don't let off the greatest throw. Apple pie smelled like burnt pie crust. Was happy to get this in my empties. I am so glad I don't have any more of these pumpkins left. I will steer clear of all the Huntington Home Mercury pumpkins because they just do not burn good. They are not worth I think they were like $7.99 for the decorative jars. I mean, you can take your chances if you want to keep the jar. Personally, I don't keep the jars. I have someone that I've met via Facebook. She actually picks up my jars on a monthly basis and she repurposes them. So it's like, kudos to you. I don't have time for that, but I also don't want to throw them in a dump. I want to do my part and be like eco-friendly. So she picks them up. She does her thing with them, puts her spin on them. And that's what happens with these jars. So I would not buy this just for the jar at all. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the one that is sliding. And I feel bad because this is already in my empties and I don't even think I put my video up yet because I recently hauled these at TJ Maxx. This is Village Candle Autumn Comfort. I was going to say Autumn Pumpkin. This, I probably said it before about other candles. This is the epitome of fall. This is gorgeous, like spices and pumpkin. It smells almost like mulling spices. And oh, this is fall. This is fall in a candle, and she was beautiful. If I run across her again at TJ Maxx, I'm definitely picking her up because I loved this scent. So another empties here. This is Yankee Candle, and this one is in Creamy Pumpkin Cupcake. And I want to say that I got this at Big Lots last year. Not sure, but very nice bakery pumpkin scent. Not super strong, but it definitely complemented a lot of the candles I was burning this month. If I came across this at a good price again, I would definitely pick it up. I think that it was a nice scent, but it also wasn't like anything to write home about either. Here is another wax melt. This is Huntington Home Maple Pumpkin. I know a lot of people were like head over heels in love with this one. When Aldi brings these melts out, I think they're around like $1.49, $1.69, or $1.79. Really reasonable for a 6-pack clamshell. When I smelled this on cold throw, I absolutely hated it. When I smelled it warm, it was a good blend of pumpkin and maple, but I really wish that the maple kind of would have overpowered the pumpkin. So, I mean, I didn't absolutely hate it, but I also didn't love it, if that makes sense. So here is another Aldi Huntington Home candle. I was on the fence with buying this because it was a 2-wick and I knew how the mercury glass performed. So I was really worried that these ceramic jars would have did the same. Now I am setting these jars aside because I did promise a very close friend of mine that she could have these jars because she is going to clean them out and use them to plant like succulents or something small like that in it. So this is Harvest Skies. And this literally reminds me of tonight. I live in Northeast Ohio. Beginning of fall here, it is like in the 50s and 60s. Nice cool breeze coming through. Leaves are turning colors and that kind of stuff. So this is like a fresh, outdoorsy fall scent. Absolutely beautiful. This one burnt beautifully. I was very impressed by this. This did have a higher price point than the $3.99 3-wicks. I think this was $5.99. Well worth it. Had very good throw. I ended up burning this in my bedroom and it smelled decadent in there. So here is another Scentsy melt, and this is Summer Rain. Very fresh, aquatic, water-like scent. Very nice. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Harbor's Edge if you've smelled that one, but definitely if I had to pick between Summer Rain and Harbor's Edge, Harbor's Edge has a little bit of that floral note in there, and I love Harbor's Edge. That's probably on my list of scents to finish next month. So if you guys want to see like my project burn for the month of October, you might see Harbor's Edge in there as well. So this is another candle that I hauled recently, and I'm pretty sure I don't have the video up. This is Village Candle Cinnamon Bun. I bought it the same time that I bought Autumn Comfort. These were $9.99 at TJ Maxx. I always buy these at TJ Maxx. I will not buy through the Village Candle website. I feel like their website is extremely overpriced. I definitely feel comfortable with the $10 price point versus the $20 or $25. This definitely smells like its namesake, and this was super strong. My husband, I've mentioned it before, he's a smoker. He is nose blind. He usually cannot smell much of anything. And he would come home from work and I would have the back door open because this was like the first week of September when the temperature was still high and that kind of stuff. And it was okay to have the doors open in the house. And he could smell this outside. He'd be like, is that really that candle I'm smelling all the way out here? Yes, he could smell it. I definitely get no like icing vibes with this. I definitely get like a cinnamon bready bakery smell. This was absolutely beautiful. And once again, this would be a repurchase if I came across this one again because of how nicely it smelled when burning. And like I said, it was super strong. So I do apologize, this video is long, but we are more than halfway through. I will try to go a little bit faster. So this is Yankee Candle Returning Favorite in Blueberry. This was just a classic blueberry candle. This was the first candle I burnt the first week of September. This was like my kickoff to fall. I felt like this was a good bridge between summer and fall scents. I picked this up at the outlet. If I do run into it again, most likely I would pick it up. It wasn't a strong throw, but it was a medium throw, and it was just a true basic blueberry scent. So here is Aldi Huntington Home Pumpkin Chai. This was my last candle of the month. I literally blew this out before going to dinner and filming this video, and I self-extinguished. This one did not end up going out on its own, so I blew it out. Pumpkin Chai, I was not impressed with this when I picked it up at the store, but burning, this was a beautiful pumpkin scent. I will say when it got down to the midway point, it started to get polluted, as you can tell, and it took on a really smoky smell. And a lot of that is just user error because I burn my candles all day. I'm not the type that will light my candle for 2 or 3 hours and blow it out and then go back to it. I light my candles at 7:20 in the morning, and oftentimes I don't blow them out till 7 o'clock or later in the evening. So here is a Bath & Body Works candle. This is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. So the scent description on this one is maple syrup, golden waffles, and pumpkin spice. Now, I did not get any maple notes in this. I just got fluffy waffles and pumpkin. Smelled really nice. I do wish that the maple would have been a little bit more predominant in it, but I like this. I love when these small jars come up for $4.95. If I didn't say it already, that's when I stock up on these because they do have good burn time for that price point. Here is another wax melt. I think this is the last wax melt. This is a BHG, or Better Homes and Gardens, and pumpkin butter cookie. Now, this smells like a bakery pumpkin. Very, very heavy on the sugar and cinnamon spice. Once again, the epitome of fall in wax melts, and these are really cheap. They're like $2 at Walmart. I'm pretty sure that this scent did come back this year. I think I picked this up either last year or the year before. I have several of these in my wax basket. So 4 more candles to go. This is Bath & Body Works Blueberry Maple Pancakes. So the scent description on this one is wild blueberries, griddle fresh pancakes, and warm maple syrup. Once again, I really wish that the maple syrup note would have been a little bit more stronger in this. I ended up burning this the same time that I burnt the Yankee Candle blueberry candle. I had one in the kitchen and one in the living room. So super, super nice. But also this just wasn't anything to write home about. So 3 more candles to go. This one is Frozen Lake from Bath & Body Works. This one is very hard for me to explain. I liked it. I definitely think that it lends itself to the fresh category, but it's not like summer or spring fresh. It's like, it definitely gives you the cooler toned vibes of the weather that we've been experiencing lately. So the scent description on this one is lavender leaves, cool eucalyptus, and juniper berries. And I love the little raccoon on the label. So 2 more scents left. Both are Aldi Huntington Home. This one is Fall Breeze Crisp Leaves. When I smelled this one, I wasn't in love with it on cold throw. This one was a little bit on the problematic side. I did have to pour out wax because, as you guys can see, it did not burn cleanly, but it was a nice fresh scent. It just needed work, but for that price point, you have to decide if you want to just toss it or if you want to work with it and play around, because I mean, $3.99, you can't expect everything to be phenomenal. So once again, this is Huntington Home. This is Pine Cones and Plaid. This is from the most recent candle launch. And to me, this was the standout of the 4 that came out. I wasn't really crazy about those scents either. I tend to pick them up to review for you guys and show you guys, even if I don't like a scent on cold throw. This, I ended up falling in love with it when it was lit. Relatively good burn, as you can see. I didn't really have to pour it out or anything. It ended up self-extinguishing on its own, so I didn't even have to blow it out. I think some people were comparing this to Bath & Body Works Sweater Weather. Never smelled it. I definitely got some pine notes in it. Not very strong because I'm not a pine person. Like if a candle smells like straight pine, it's a pass for me. So this had kind of a blend in there, almost like cranberries and pine, I want to say. Very nice. Kind of reminding, it was giving me Christmas vibes in all honesty. So I know I'm going to save my other ones for more towards Christmas because it did not give me fall vibes. It gave me Christmas vibes, but it was a beautiful scent. So that is everything that I melted and burnt for the month of September. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was long and lengthy. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. And once again, let me know your input of if you want me to do a monthly what I want to burn or project burn video. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye, everyone.